Magandang araw mga kaibigan. Bigyan natin ng opinion, reaction ngayon itong post na article published by Bilyonaryo. Tungkol ito sa wise move ni ex-DPWH Secretary Bernardo. Catch me if you can, sabi niya sa gobyerno ngayon. Tingnan nyo kung may makukuha ba kayo sa aking mga naipon. Title, Catch Me If You Can, ex-DPWH Yusek Bernardo hid, tinago, his looted billions by ditching banks for a cash-only laundering scheme. Mautak. When the flood money rose, the bank records dried up. Investigators say former DPWH Undersecretary Roberto Reyes Bernardo ditch yung nautakan the banking system just as the alleged flood control racket peaked. Documents obtained by Bilyonaryo show that the Anti-Money Laundering Council reviewed his 2003 to 2025 finances and flagged a pattern consistent with money laundering, noting he stopped using banks at the height of the scheme, a move the watchdog calls a deliberate cover-up. Ito yung statement ng Anti-Money Laundering Council. A review of Yusek Bernardo's financial inflows and outflows from 2003 until 2025 revealed that he predominantly transacted through cash deposits, secondarily through over-the-counter withdrawals, and also through check issuances. Evidently, Yusek Bernardo's transactions were cash intensive, which is a common manifestation of money laundering. Bernardo ceased using his bank accounts between 2020 and 2022 despite getting promotion. Yusek Bernardo has no inward transaction from 2020 to 2022, as well as no outward transaction in 2021, considering that he was already the Undersecretary of DPWH during this time and was thus already receiving bigger compensation due to the appointment. As such, it could be reasonably concluded that he had begun to avoid using the banking system during the said years to prevent a paper trail that would lead to his corruption scheme. Okay, so ito, bago siya na-promote as Yusek, isa siyang Assistant Regional Director for DPWH Region 4A 2010 to 2013, panahon ng Pinoy administration. Actually, nagsimula siya panahon pa ng Estrada. So, Pinoy administration, nandyan na siya. Duterte, nandyan pa rin siya. And then, Marcos administration, nandyan pa rin. Kailan? Nung natunugan niya na puputok na ang anomalya sa flood control, nag-resign siya August 2025. Mautak eh. Diba, July 28 yung SONA na mahiya naman kayo. Wala, namalis na siya. Wais. The AMLC said his cash movements peaked again in 2025, presumably because he had undertaken massive bank withdrawals to prevent the impending forfeiture of its deposits. Natunugan niya eh, na may mangyayari. O, ngayon, nasaan na? Ay, naku. Bernardo opted for early retirement on August 15, or just weeks after President Bongbong Marcos exposed the massive corruption in flood control projects in the country. Notably, between September 12 and 22, or days before his appearance in the Senate Blue Ribbon hearing, several banks filed suspicious transaction reports related to the flood control controversy. One such STR reported that a client that was intending on opening a new bank account did not disclose his previous employment with the DPWH. So ito yung mga bangko niya, ang dami niyang bangko. 39 bank accounts lahat. Meron siya across 10 banks, as well as life insurance policies. Tapos meron siyang 59 properties in Malolos, Bulacan, allegedly both using laundered funds. Ang mga bank accounts niya, ganito: Philippine National Bank, 13, Real Bank, 10. Ito yung mga accounts niya. Philtrust Company, 3, BDO, 3, Land Bank, 2, Metropolitan Bank, 2, Land Bank of the Philippines, Bank of Philippine Islands, 1. So, yun po ang So, lungkot. So, ibig sabihin nito, matagal na itong corruption na ito. Kasi, panahon pa ng Singson, nandyan na siya. Singson. Aquino. Panahon ni DPW Secretary Singson. So, it's really a systemic corruption. Although, mas maliit noon. Kung paniwalaan natin ang pahayag ng mag-asawang Diskaya, nasa 10% lang ang mga kickbacks panahon ng Aquino administration. Tumaas ng kaunti panahon ng Duterte, 12 to 15%. Dumoble panahon ngayon, Marcos, naging 25 to 30%. Yan po ang I don't know how will I describe it. Nakakainis, nakakagalit, nakakadismaya. Lalo na ngayon, yung nabulgar, yung 22 classrooms lang ang napatayo ng DPWH. Nandun sa kanilang pundo, sila ang responsable sa pagpatayo ng classroom. 1,700 classroom sana ang target ngayon. 22 lang ang natapos. I don't know, yung mga previous years, 23, 2023, 2021. Basta, sa panahon ni Pangulong Duterte, may post na nabasa ko. Yung 6 years na pag-upo ng Pangulong Duterte, 23,000 classrooms ang napatayo. I don't know how true. Kaya lang, wala tayong problema masyado, panahon niya. Ngayon lang ito nagkakaproblema dahil sa leadership. We have the best president in history. Salamat mga kaibigan sa inyong pagsubaybay sa ating channel. Nakakatulong kayo ng malaki sa tribong Talanding ng Bukidnon dahil ang income natin sa channel na ito is pantulong po sa tribo. Namimigay tayo ng mga libreng yero at pako sa kanila para makapagpatayo itong tribo ng mas maayos na tirahan. Panoorin niyo ang video na ito.
Mga taga-Anamog-Yero, so mag-atop na niya.
Patuyo ko na.
Karon naman nagkit sa pag-atop, so may nagit siya nga atop kay kuha naman.
Salamat sa Ginoo og sa nagtabang nga sen dagan jud kayo salamat. Dili na ko maulanan kay nakahuman ako og atop.
So pila da imong anak?
2 ka buok.
Tanan na naga-eskwela.
Tanan naga-eskwela.
Oo, so pila na da imong edad?
30.
30 na ka. So kuan gyud. Unsa dayon yung panginabuhian inyong trabaho sa imong bana?
Ang trabaho sa akong bana magtanom og mais o mag-garden sa carrots. Ora.
Lagi ba? Kay ang pag-garden kuan magyapon usahay bagsak ang presyo.
Sa jud. Hinaot unta nga magpadayon ni nga tabang para daghan ang matabangan.
So salamat kaayo.
Salamat kaayo.
So,